Candyman. Big, important operation. Right, first of all, let's set the scene of what this mission was all about. So first we go into mission intelligence. Meow. Candyman Armory Limited. Reds have been utilizing an abandoned candy factory in order to further fund their growing air empire. We have discovered there are no depths they will not stoop to. I didn't write this, by the way. To achieve their final goal of total eradication of the blues. Our sources tell us that they have witnessed Reds selling their products to children. Who did this? these villainous wretches need to be put out of business permanently. Okay, that was a completely different storyline to what I wanted, but it'll do. It'll do.
I love it.
No, more importantly, I was in bed last night with my stomach all bloated and bleeding and stuff, so I couldn't sleep. So I thought of what should we do for today's mission? I always have to have a feel and to what the mission is going to be like, and this is going to be it. So I'm going to everyone click on the link in 3, 2, 1, click. And this is the kind of thing that runs in my brain when I'm trying to sleep. 1.5 minutes, we can watch it.
What link?
What link?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on?
All right. Well,
it's all right. It's on the second tab of the sheet. If you look at the tab.
Thanks for ruining the Atmos, guys.
Oh, got it.
Oh, the Lord. All right. What do we do? Okay. When are we clicking?
Stop talking.
Ugh, these idiots.
Crickets.
Okay, that's it. We'll cancel there at 52 seconds. Right, that was a scene from James Cameron's masterpiece, 1986 classic, Aliens. I'm sure you will enjoy that, and if you don't, go and watch it. This is back when films were art instead of bullshit and money and all that nonsense. So, Top Gun. As the director's got, absolutely. So, what that was about was, there was a small group of highly trained Marines, okay, in a base. Just call it a base, okay, and there was thousands and thousands of scummy, spidery aliens in another base, and the bases are connected to each other by a corridor, okay, and so the high-tech, highly trained Marines set up 2 automatic sentry guns at their end of the corridor that go into their base, okay, that shoot anything that moves. It's all super high-tech in the future. And then, but the aliens wanted to get through to the Marines so that they could eat them, because that's what aliens do, okay. Now, here's the problem. The aliens aren't high-tech like the Marines, or highly trained. So all the aliens can do was just throw themselves at the guns. Thousands or hundreds and hundreds of aliens charging down the corridor in the hope that eventually the sentry guns would have killed enough aliens that they will run out of bullets and or overheat or just give up. Some people call it Chinese tactics, and that's what I thought we was going to make a mission on that.
There were actually 4 guns.
Okay, fine. Right, anyway, so that was that. So on to the missions. So, Candyman Armory Limited. They're pumping out APCs by the 100, as you can see. Very, very simple. Red, you have no geographical or time limits. You have to today defend the Candy Armory Limited for reasons. You have 2 lives, so you are allowed to respawn once. Blue, you have no geographical or time limits. You have 1 life, so once you're dead, you may not respawn. Your job is to destroy both of the factories, which you can see, the square buildings, and above 50% of the stock, i.e. the APCs, okay? General note, you can only respawn if you've died and you've got a life that you can... Sorry, let me try that again. General note, you can only respawn if you died if your death was a formation flying collision, which happens sometimes for reasons, or it was an obvious lag spike that I can check, or if it was a disconnection, which happens because DCS. Okay, so if we look at the map, the Red IP base northwest up here, 70 miles away from Candy Armory. They have to take off and obviously defend the armory. They have an OP S300 SAM system around their base, so there's no point blues trying to get towards the base, trying to bomb their base. They have a tanker on 131 Alpha Mike and an AWACS up high on 141 Alpha Mike. That's all there. The blues are 100 or above 100 miles from Candy through the mountains. We have all of our planes at that one base. We have Group 3 planes, while the Reds have Hornets. Hornets are allowed all weapons today, so use every weapon that you can. Blues have an S300 SAM site at their base, so Reds do not try attacking the blue base. That's it, really. I've left it as open as possible, so otherwise you can do whatever you want, basically. I'm happy to make a gentleman's agreement not to rush the Reds at the beginning, as long as the Reds agree to do a proper, decent, pretty takeoff and some proper formation flying. The Reds flying has been lacking lately. To get some proper 2-foot wingtip stuff going. Flights, onto flights. We've got, so far, more people may join because reasons. Combined arms, question mark? Someone's fucking about with my things. Heavy Metal and Hawkstead, what are you doing? What are you flying?
Air Hawks F-18. Blue doesn't get F-18s for this one.
You get Group 3 fighters, otherwise known as 3rd Gen fighters. So you got Harriers, Tigers, MiG-21s, that ilk of fighter.
I intend to take the controller role as Zoidberg was doing controller for the Red. Keep it even.
Okay.
Is there a GCI?
If someone's willing to do it, you can, but...
I believe that's what you mean by controller.
That's what I meant.
The problem you've got is we don't have an AWACS, so I don't think we've got anything a GCI can do unless... Oh yeah, no, go for it, go for it,
Ground
go for
radars
it.
can...
He can
Ground
organize
radars.
us.
And
You won't be able to see... I can guarantee you won't see any enemies throughout this match, but you can organise this for TOT and stuff like that, so that's fine. Heavy Metal, what are you flying?
I am Heavy Metal. I'm the one who's doing GCI.
For God's sake.
Tell you what, we'll just miss out.
Orcs.
We'll miss that magic because I can't deal with it. Right, Buick is Cap, Stalic, a couple of AV-8Bs. It'd be nice to get some more AV-8Bs in here because they're the only ones I think that are going to do any damage. Sabre, we've got Warren, Signore, Squiddle, Sherman. That sounds like the dream team, I guess. So, yep. Dagger is Tail, Slice, Lom. Walter is Riddle, Preston, and again, if you're asking at home and slapping your face and saying, why do you keep going on hogs? I don't know. I've done everything I can to stop them from being hogs, saying you will get shot down and you will not do any damage, so I just don't care anymore. Spear, Noobs, and Degenerates. We've got a couple of MiG-21s. So we've got 16 versus the Reds 4. How can we possibly lose? We can't. And the Reds have got the usual 4 there with their Hornets. Simple as that.
I think I've heard half of Blue go, challenge accepted!
Yeah, we're pretty much doing that, so we want to get...
We can't possibly lose this. Hold my beer.
Right, Reds, you can bugger off. I'll PM you the password very shortly, and you guys can get in.
I have some questions before we go.
Oh,
You mentioned some frequencies, and I missed what was for what, so could you repeat those?
just look on the sheet. You've got a red AWACS 141 Alpha Mike, and you've got a red Tanker 131 Alpha Mike. If that helps. Any other questions?
What was the request you had for formations?
So basically, I'm willing to not rush you at the beginning as a tactic if you are happy to do a nice kind of clean, close 2x2 takeoff and then some 4-man formation flying just to satisfy the camera, because we're not obviously going to get any with a bunch of blues that we've got. So, and yeah, and so you can take your time basically is what I'm saying.
I propose the following. To make ends meet, how about we take off and we form up to a four ship and we go to as a refuel or something.
Okay, you send us a message when you're ready for us to take off, and that makes everyone happy, yeah?
Rather than the other way around.
Wait, what about the A10s? Because we'll...
Yeah, shouldn't the hogs
Well,
take
you're
off
just
early?
going to have to wait.
You will take off first, but I think no one takes off until Red says they're ready, because they want to do some air-to-air refueling, and I think that's fair enough.
Alright, fine.
Well, to be honest, we're going to take so long getting ready the blues. It really won't be a delay. It doesn't matter. Right, so we'll check with COP before we take off. Otherwise, any other questions from anyone? Beautiful. Reds, bugger off. I'll get you the password shortly. Blues, we're going to start organising you in a second.
Alright, lads, let's fucking do this shite.
Alright, I've got a proposal.
Coffee still here, coffee still here, coffee still here.
Yes, Riddle.
Alright, I believe if the hogs get there in one piece, we can absolutely take out the entire thing. So, hogs get on the runway first. Everyone else is like 2 times faster than us, so we take off quite
We'll still
early.
get there first.
Yeah.
Regardless of takeoff, there is a specification I want, guys. I want everyone on the runway at the same time, but the hogs will be in the front and they will be taking off 20 minutes ahead of everyone else. So can we have everyone on the runway with the hogs at the front, and we'll go back in the order of speed. So the fastest planes are at the back, and we'll put separations, TOT separations on.
Wait, if that's the... Oh wait, I thought Zoidberg is not flying this stupid BF-109.
No, he's not with he's not on him on the team.
Preston, did you get your radio issues fixed?
I'm not sure. I uninstalled it and reinstalled it. I'll see if it works.
Right, so that's taking off, guys. So we'll decide the TOT separations when we're on, well, in a bit. Now, here, getting to the target is very important. Obviously, you're going through the mountains. They've got an AWACS that can see everything, unless you are under the mountains where it can't see you. So if you go above the mountains at any point, the AWACS will see you. They'll Mach 2 over there and intercept you and kill you. So you've got to be in the ravines all the way until the target. So you've got to get into DCS very shortly when I give you the password, and you're going to sit and you're going to plan how you get there and how low you can get there. I've given everyone one waypoint that is on directly in the middle of the target. That is waypoint 1 for everyone.
Question: do we have coordinates for the candy factory?
Yep, that is waypoint 1.
No, not halfway. I mean on target.
Yes, you can. Once you go in, I've actually made them blue, so you can go in and get them yourself when we go in.
Oh, excellent! Cool, thank you.
Question?
Shoot.
What kind of candy are they making?
Chocolate guns,
Swedish
chocolate
candy.
grenades.
The intelligence tab.
Alright, real good question. My real
Chocolate
good
grenades with
tactic.
candy centers.
So does
Like, explode
Dagger
your mouth.
flight, with 3 F5 or F5s, we want to grab like a centerline rack of bombs and 4 pylons of missiles in our AIM-9s?
Yeah.
And go for a strike? Because we're small, we can hide in the mountains and...
I mean, do you...
Knocking them right now. So first of all, F5s can only carry wingtip pylons, so that's 2 missiles max. I was thinking I would go with rockets on my wings.
Yeah,
yes, that's what I was thinking. And then maybe a centerline tank or a centerline rack of bombs. Centerline tank will give us more playtime, and the bombs will wear the first hit.
That's right. F5s, the actual attacking the target is just a bonus for F5s. It's very unlikely the F5s will actually get to do any bombing. Your main job is tying up the targets, tying up the hostiles and getting them in toggle fights. And then me and Static and the hogs can go in. If there's a target of opportunity at any point when a tiger can go and unload their rockets, do it. But the F5s mainly are there for tying up and hornets, I think, especially because your speed. And yeah, take tanks.
Also like this to carry essentially large Fox 2 loads for the F5, so having them running dedicated with Fox 2s might be helpful.
Singular to make 21.
Without wanting to intrude, all I'd suggest is those of you who flew in the campaign, remember to learn from the campaign about having aircraft with specific roles. Don't try and have something like the F5, which is basically your best chance of at least distracting the F-18s. Don't distract the pilots with the opportunity of striking ground targets. Leave that to the guys that actually are doing ground targets.
Sounds good to me.
So that's a valid point. So on that note, do we want to take the F5s to a Kirby dedicated CAS this mission?
I think so.
No.
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 I mean, the Hogs are going to be carrying like 80,000 pounds of bombs.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's
all of us
point.
will be carrying bombs.
We need 2
We have dedicated CAS with the Harriers and the A-10.
Yeah.
We don't need.
Yeah,
more
we need
CAS.
2.
Yeah, what I meant to say was cap. My bad.
Yeah, with the MiGs, and your job is to don't get shot for fuck's sake. So go low and tie them up in dogfights. They will struggle in dogfights. But the timing is important. As they're dogfighting, as you're dogfighting, is when me and Static and the Hogs need to come out of the valley. So that's all TOT based on the GCR. It's got to be perfect.
So yeah, you guys are going to have a high level of communication with me on this.
Hey, you will be able to see all of us as well.
Want to operate together?
Is everyone going low, or are we going to stack the
I was thinking Saber and Dagger should actually pincer one left, one right, so you don't all get wiped out in the salvo of Fox 1s. So pincer in from the left, slightly, not a huge pincer, not a huge flank, but from the left, and Dagger can pincer in from the right. So you TOT are the same, but you come in at a difference of 30 degrees.
That's fine. That way that Buick and Bolter can go center.
And the more we keep them.
Should Saber and Dagger operate in the same frequency or separate?
I think separate, and rely on the GCI to get the TOT right and F10.
All right.
Can I just cluster bomb the hell out of it when I get
You can
there?
drop anything you want. I've had a little practice, and they are all killable with just normal ordnance. The two big factories, which will need destroying, do need a proper bomb on them, a proper Mark 82, proper Mark 83 to kill them. Clusters will kill all the rest of the things. So someone's got to have some Mark 82s. Probably me and Auntie will have that.
14 each.
Roger.
Yeah, I'm at an alpha, so beyond dumb bombs and clusters, I'm not going to be much useful out of it with.
Fine.
I feel like that's all we're gonna. No, I feel like that's all we're gonna need.
Killing a building cap.
There's another point as well. If you shot a Maverick into the middle of that parking lot, you'd probably take out about half of them from splash damage. So that would prevent you from. And we are about 5 miles away from the mountain, so you could sit at the edge of that mountain and put 2 Mavericks in, and maybe destroy half of them. I don't know. I haven't tried it, but I'm just saying that's an option to keep you away from target.
You could take it. You could take
Large bomb would destroy all those vehicles.
Clusters will destroy everything.
Agreed.
Yeah, a sensor-fused weapon would absolutely obliterate all those.
A couple of well-aimed CBU-97 will rock everything up.
Yeah.
Carry like 3 CBU-97s and just drop them.
Yeah, CBU-97s for the 10 Charlie CBU-105s too.
Go
Not
ahead,
that
man.
I'm trying to tell you what to do.
Bear in mind that as soon as you destroy the first target, they're all going to scatter. So you need to hit them hard and fast the first time. So if you sit there and you get a couple of Mavericks off and you think, oh, I'm going to take out a couple of Mavericks, that's fine. But that nice formation of tanks that are all really close together are going to scatter like ants on a
I fixed that, guys. Scratch that, guys. I fixed them so they don't move because otherwise I thought the game might crash if they all moved at once. So they will just sit there and take it, basically, because they're meant to be unmanned.
I mean, Riddle's got the best idea, having 1 or 2 A10s racked up with CBU-97s, everything else protecting them, and have maybe 1 or 2 Harriers as a backup.
Yeah, that's 97s actually kill those though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is exactly what
like 397s in a single area. The combined effect of all the bombs will destroy.
Bring 105s. There's
Those munitions are specifically designed to destroy this type of target. So you have 2 A10s with 3 or 4 of those each as the primary attack method, and then you have something like a couple of Harriers with some Snake Eyes sitting back as the secondary attack method. Everything else protects them.
The one issue is with 105s though is the fact that they have to be CCRP dropped. I'd rather go low and fast as CCIP pop up.
Oh well, if you're gonna say that, then
yeah, but
I don't know why you would do that.
The 97s will just home in on the APCs anyways.
Well, yeah, of course. But yeah.
If they detonate at the right area, that's the point of using the 105. The bomb before it opens up into its smaller bombs will be right in the right spot.
The other thing to remember,
and you can lock on the waypoint.
Remember what you're fighting. You're fighting F-18s with shitty AIM 7s. So most of the time, if they get those AIM 7s on target, well, that they are going to take AIM 7s. So because they'll use them for posturing shots. So
and they can kill you.
Yeah, they can, but they're pretty shit. So most of the kills that they're going to get are going to be in BFM with Sidewinders.
Yes.
So if you're going to be taking something to have that, like the A10 Charlies with 97s, 103s, 105s, whatever, that type of munition, the whole goal of the mission should be to get those A10s alive onto target. And then if they fail, you've got a couple of Harriers with some Snake Eyes with backups. But everything else should be purely focused on making sure they keep the F-18s busy. Because we've demonstrated this time and time again that you don't need that many strike aircraft as long as they survive to get to the target.
Right.
Right, so that begs the question about splitting up the F5s. We obviously need them to be in near enough escort to defend the strikers, but not so close that the F-18s will just switch their Sidewinders onto the strikers.
One really important thing, we have to coordinate between air to ground, because otherwise it would be like the campaign beginning missions, which are disaster.
I would like to propose that through metal the coordination should be done.
Yeah.
I'll tell Metal then what we want, and Metal will achieve it. So Metal, I'm going to get all of my men on the runway at once. The The designation for the groups is, as you can see on the sheet, A10, Harrier, Saber, and Dagger. Okay, Hedgehog, why are you in your own flight? What are you flying?
He's forever lonely.
So
You can just
join.
Enough. Hedgehog, why are you in your own group?
There was somebody else with me there before, but
It's Sonic.
it's me, Sonic.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's weird, but... Right, oh, Hedgehog, I get it. Understood. Right, right, start again. We're going to get on, and then, so we can take off the A10s first, then the Harriers. So I want you to take them off at intervals, or tell them to take off at intervals at which you think they are going to TOT roughly the same. We can make minor adjustments while we're in flight. So simple as that, really. And also, once we might get, and we're going to make it our business to go as low as possible to keep out of any track. Any other thing to add to that, guys?
Regarding the F5s, I think initially keep them, and the MiG-21s for that matter, keep the noses cold. We don't want to attract them straight onto us.
Also, Sherman, your F5s don't get like 15 or 20 miles away and then go high and charge them like an F-15. You've got to go low all the way, or kind of like we're doing, and then pop up inside them. Otherwise, you're going to get Fox 1 to hell.
No worries,
Yes, I
no
agree.
worries, I can solve that.
Follow tail, basically.
I've only got two other things I think you guys should think about. First off is we've got Riddle, Preston, Whistler and Joyce in A10s, mostly Charlies. There's no point in taking an A10 Alpha. You're better off finding a different airframe. The A10 Alpha is not going to be very good at doing this mission. And the second
That's all I have.
So you haven't got any other airframes?
Not for Gen
Not Gen 3 anyway.
Okay, so you haven't got much choice then. But the other thing is to remember refer back to the lessons that were learned during the copy campaign. Aside from like getting some photos at the early part for Cap, don't hang around as 4 ships. Anyone. Because if you hang around as 4 ships, if one plane dies, the other 3 are going to go very quickly behind. If you split up into pairs, you've got much better chance.
A single Hornet will be able to absolutely stay 9s if you're not careful.
Yes, on that note, 5s, MiG-21s, the only way is to keep the speed high. If we get low speed, his air goes so high speed at all times. Keep
Roger
that
that.
energy up.
I'm glad I have the MiG.
Yeah, I have one more important point to make, which is friendly fire. We've got new guys with us today. Everything we're going to be doing is VID. So only fire, the F5s and the MiG-21s aren't even really here to shoot missiles. They're just to distract the Hornets. So only take air-to-air shots, and this applies to everyone, if you're 100% sure it's a Hornet. Remember, even if you do kill them, they're just going to respawn and come back again. And the worst thing you can do is kill a buddy. That is, if you get shot down, it's not the end of the world. If you kill a buddy, then I will stomp your guts out. So it's very important to be 100% sure before anyone thinks about taking a shot. Right. Any other final thoughts before we're off?
You can't kill a friendly with a gun.
Unless I've seen it before. Right.
I wish you all the best of luck. I'll be watching on the stream. Have fun and shoot the fuckers down.
Roger. Okay, fellow xenomorphs. The server IP is slightly down below the groups. The password is below that. The SRS IP is below that. But that you must have SRS set up and working. You must be tuned into your group frequency, which is shown in your little group box. You must also be tuned into global 243, so you can hear general commands from me about getting on the runway and stuff like that. Go and get it sorted, and we'll see you in there.
The moral of the story is Blue is a bunch of screeching and scummy aliens.
Correct.
Yeah.
Alright, controller's call sign is metal. I'll be monitoring 243 as well as all of your standard frequencies.
Hey, firm.
Let's get out there and let's kick some red ass today, gentlemen.
Roger.
And Auntie.
Damn it, my SRS isn't working. It works on every other server, just not this server.
So I see these CBU 97s are exactly the same as the CBU 105, except they lack the tail guidance.
Correct.
I was thinking CBU 99 are the same as Mark 20s.
The 97s are about all you really want to take in an alpha anyway.
No, they're the special sensor fuse deal. And yeah, there's 4 versions of them that are in DCS.
Believe me, I'd rather be taking an F5 if I had one.
Alright, control is deafening on Discord. Call me on 243 if you need me.
No problem.
This is exciting, guys.
Rearming complete.
Let's fuck them up. What's that? What's that?
Well, that was fucking weird. As soon as I hopped onto SRS, my ping shot up to like 7,000.
Dude, I'm just as far away from their servers as you are, probably.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was the moment I turned on SRS.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, turn off the special radio sound.
So you can actually hear people?
Yeah.
No, I like that for my immersion.
I do too. I leave that shit on.
Just one problem is that last flight I couldn't barely hear 3 or 4 persons in my flight talking because they were lagging plus radio, which was like, so yeah.
like, oh, that's so funny.
Hey guys, since I'm in an alpha hog,
Leave them on, we sound like aliens.
guys, since I'm in an alpha hog, should I just take 2 CBU-97s and then bugger the hell out?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe put some wingtip sidewinders for defense.
Well, yeah, of course the basics, but I mean, that's all I probably should be taking for a strike.
Yeah. Indeed.
100 of that. Are we gonna need extra fuel on these things?
No.
So, okay, 2 CBUs, a sidewinders, and a jammer. See in game.
Does anyone like have any advice to fix my SRS? I can listen and I can talk on every other server, just not this one.
Are you connecting? Oh shit. Are you connecting to the right server?
I'm on the right server.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need to change your input device or something. Or turn it up.
No, it's working. I just can't select which radio I want to talk on. They're all yellow.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait.
What plane are you on right now?
A10C.
Yeah, same.
You need to work your radios, I think. Your radios need to be activated and all that stuff.
They are.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Do you guys remember?
No, I figured it out. You have to have your mic switch. I think it's with the update to SRS, you need to have your mic switch forward and aft, I believe.
Huh?
You need to have your mic switch, your HOTAS mic switch bound and set.
So forward and aft?
Yes. It's communicate on all the different radios.
Second and 130.
Now, I need to know
I read you 5x5.
do the fucking thing with, because I don't have any buttons, man.
Metal reads you 5x5.
Do you have the Warthog stick?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. The SRS has been set up for the Warthog stick, yeah.
My god, it works.
Squirtle.
I know, it's not, fuck, it's not left shift number, not, mic switch aft, it's, shit, I don't know. Let me see. There it is, okay. Left alt number minus.
Got it.
What's up? What's up? Squirrel ready, check 243. Metal reads you 5x5 on 243. Please do not do radio checks on 243. Control.
just a question. What airport, what runway are we using? You just got told, Squirrel.
Stand by. I'm still getting things organized on my end.
So check it on 135.
Okay, but I just got roasted on 243. Yeah, by 130. Shibak, excuse me, what's your name again? Yeah, who is you? Who the fuck is you?
Are we taking rockets or not?
I'm gonna give him some real. He probably doesn't know anything for real, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw some comms at him real quick. What if he does? Then power to him at that point. Yeah, exactly. Alright, Migs, are you guys ready?
All flights reminder, hogs are supposed to be lining up first on the runway.
Yep, this is Metal. A-10's first, then Harriers, then Saber Flight, then Dagger Flight.
Alright, knock it off. Lead him to his devices. Metal 524 in F5 on apron 1, ready for task with information November Oscar.
Understood. Stand by. Hale, you are Dagger Flight. You're going to be at the back, but please keep the door open for the other guys.
I'm turning off here.
That wasn't anything against Dagger. Saber and Dagger are going to be taking off immediately after each other. I'm just trying to keep things organized.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're on 130, you need to be on 243. What?
I know, I'm telling you guys because I heard someone going off.
Saber, knock it off. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
All players, make sure your external lights are turned off. Your external lights need to be off.
Request rearming. Copy. The death laser? There's a bug with Vigan's lights, which means they aren't properly meeting up with the shading, so it literally looks like you're staring into the sun at like 2 kilometers away. Could you imagine staring into the sun from 2 kilometers away? It's fucking insane. You're literally blind in planes on the opposite side of the airfield. Okay, same flight with me, you know the one.
Raj. Well, you wouldn't know the one if there wasn't another Sundowner behind me.
Oh, I thought we were, the Sundowner flight, but look at those projectiles.
You can take another one. It's just easier if we have separate VF-111 skins. There's a whole bunch of them you can
Great
use.
is my skin.
That is sexy.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Jesus. Here comes Senori and his, trying to be stealthy with the crowd. Stealthy Senori. We gotta use our, skins to our advantages here. I was doing do silver before, but then I realized.
Maybe. As long as you can ID amongst each other, then there's no problem.
All units, Harriers taxi. Understood, Harriers, you're going to be parking up behind.
Affirm.
Affirm. Alright, it's going to be runway 33, the southern runway. You are taxiing in the right direction. Be advised, there's a bit of a traffic jam at the parking apron, but the taxiway should be clear. 3-3 Buick.
Go.
Metal to Sonic Dust, I don't have you on the tasking sheet. Okay, got you. Saber Flight, this is Metal. Sonic Dust, were you listed as Hedgehog on the sheet by any chance?
Yep.
Since our targets are blue, will we get negative score?
I don't think it matters here, yes.
Do you guys think we should change
Look,
to
you're not going to
an
be
flare
punished
loader?
for it. It's deliberate in this instance. It's not like you're going to be charged with, what's the word? Fratricide, is it?
When you kill a friendly?
Yes.
Yes, fratricide.
Oh yeah, dereliction of duty, that's what I was referring to.
Units Cap, take a little bit of time to look on your F10 map and plan where your route's going to be if you haven't already. The target should be...
bug if I can't hear that on the map.
If I'm reading the map correctly. I could be not, though.
Yes,
the target is marked on the map. I've made the units blue so you can just literally see the target on the F10. Yeah, it's going to be those MTLB.
Sure, and I'm going to grab a new one real quick.
Roger, all flights be advised, our last A10 was a little late in connecting. Make sure you give them a run to form up.
I got you. Harriers, try to give some backward space to let Joyce have some room to catch up with the other A10s without having the wrong side down the runway. Copy, Buick.
Right, F5.
It's not. I don't know. I'll send the Jan 243 at this time.
Confirm that's for Saber?
That was for Bolter 4, Joyce. Alright, stand by. I'll contact on Bolter frequency.
Squirtle comms check.
Are we on 130?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's why I heard you. Okay, so Squirtle didn't go back on.
Hogs, Buick, I advise you get a green camo on. I think that grey camo is going to be bad. Same as F5's got a greenish camo on.
No, my tail strikes fear into the enemy.
Captain Daggerfly has already some sexy grape paint here on, some green and nice combo here. Perfect for the Caucasus Mountains.
Roger, I had that idea too.
In my little maid. By the way, Chad, just take a wonderful photo of a dagger flight. We are right now holding on the apron. We are looking so sexy. Squirrel back in comms. I'll have to switch over when I got my new plane. Yeah, that.
How much fuel should we take?
Full. I'm going with one large bag. And the MiG full. And all the fuel you can bring. Yeah. Right, so Squirrel, regarding that bug, it's better just to wait it out in the cockpit, wait for the sound to come back. Rearming complete. Okay. Watch out. Cap, right, a message. What was it? Cap, you can go. Roger, just let him know it'll be a good 10 minutes before we wheels up. Cap. Go ahead. Some of the guys in your flights are going to be a lot heavier than you, so best not go too fast at the beginning. You don't want to mess up the TOT, get split up. Cap, wait one, Cap, wait one. I'm going to go to the back real quick. Hey, Cap, can you repeat? Yeah, some of the guys in your flight are going to be a lot heavier than you, so careful not to go full power, otherwise you'll split the group too much and cock up the TOT. Of course. Alright, saying that, ideally maybe split into pairs, but it's up to you, only if you've got good leaders. Right, we're going to take the flights along the left and right river lines along the intended path of the 810s, methinks. Or rather, we'll take it to the left of the 810s initially and then branch out once we get to the other side onto their right flank. We want a low-level combat air patrol from the area between Maycop and Tuapse, I would say. Thoughts? 810, they're back taxiing on the runway. I would strongly suggest turning off your Christmas lights. Not really, yes, I zoned out. I was not paying attention. Alright, Sherman, sorry about that. Go ahead, I'm listening now. Right, as I was saying, I recommend that initially to the mountains we follow the canyon left of the A10's intended flight path, ideally to try and get slightly ahead of them as they exit. Some of us will be on their left, some of us will be on their right once we exit out, with the intent of covering a cap line between Maycop and Tuapse if we reach there without incident. Roger, I'm setting up a map here. He wants us to move. Intent with their superior acceleration to be in front of the F5s. To what? Sorry. Alright, fuck it, I'm rolling.
want the MiGs, Sherman?
MiGs are to be in the back, wait for the F5s to get some acceleration.
Roger.
Cameron, where you want me to be? On your wing? Left or right? Either works as long as we've got decent spacing. Right. At least a second between us as we take off, for the purpose of avoiding being flung into one another. Right, worst case scenario, if the strike flights are attacked, I want MiG-21s to be the priority responders. Your first task will be to get on them and knock out their attackers. At that point, the F5s will try and assist as necessary.
Roger that.
My nose is already up.
This is an interesting formation here on the runway. We only seem to be using half of it. It looks nice.
It's all good.
It's cool. It looks cool.
Request rearming.
Hey, someone's at my door, for real. Tell them I'm not ready. I'll be right back. The fuck?
He got a food delivery or something.
Metal heard that, don't worry, I got you.
Alright, I'm back.
Rearming complete.
You think 11 is the appropriate setting for the F-18 on the MiG-21?
11 on the wings?
The base wing, yeah.
I'm gonna type
Guys, please. They're trying to figure out the business stuff.
Alright, everybody, are there any other flights that are having any issues that are prohibiting takeoff? Alright, then, Cap, take it away. Roger, you can give, I'm done, so you can give clearance for first or take off. Alright, Vulture Flight, you are cleared for takeoff for runway 33, climb out to your flagged profile and proceed to target.
Remember, if you slide, you can shift left on the runway to get some spacing between you and the guy to your right. Sonic, it's 13.5 meters.
Thank you.
Alright, no explosion. My tone came back. Yeah, it does that. You just need to sit in the cockpit for a bit. I also find that opening and closing the F10 map into the cockpit again seems to work.
Alright, clear comms, please. Buick, this is Metal. You are cleared to take off for runway 33. Proceed as track to target. Buick taking off. Alright, Metal to Saber Direct. I'm thinking about 3 or 4 minute gap between you and the Harriers. Are you guys planning on being a bit faster or a bit slower?
Plan is for us to head along the mountains alongside the A10, so slightly ahead. Guys, we have nails on the coast. Guys, we have nails on the coast. Heading for the mountains.
Sounds like we need to go up sooner. Alright, Saber Flight, stand by for takeoff within the next minute.
Copy, ready for scramble.
Understood, Dagger Flight, you will be taking off as soon as they are wheels up. Understood?
Ready. Ready, boys. Get your brakes on.
Alright,
what you can hold.
Alright, Saber Flight, stand by. Saber Flight, this is Metal. You are cleared for immediate takeoff runway 33, proceed as track. Dagger Flight, you are cleared for takeoff runway 33 after Saber wheels up, proceed as track.
Saber taking off. Dagger copies. Right, follow those A10s, they are the priority. Alright, Cap Flight, you took off a little bit earlier than planned due to receiving mails from hostiles. Try not to overspeed the A10s and try not to screw up the time on target. Same with D-Dagger. Alright everybody, I think we are now wheels up. Everybody proceed as fragged. Good luck. I'll be monitoring your progress from GCI. Right, Saber, follow me. We're going to slightly overtake the A10s and just cover them. Not sure why they decided to take the coast. is back. Up the canyon. Stay low in the canyon, keep your eyes up on the cliff walls. Don't forget to look back to check your 6 every now and then. Probably trying to spook us, but they are in a position to attack us.
Hogs, Cap, are you guys keeping nice and low on the deck? Yeah, we're trying as best as we can. We were going to try and hug the mountains to the coast, but we got F-18 nails immediately after departure. Close to the critical range.
One of you went up and one of you went right. Oh shit, I went up. It's fine, follow the valley. I went up. Roger that. I've got thermal signatures ahead of me. Friendly. I'm coming back on my throttle. I'm currently just below 500 knots. We see. We got some helicopters. Tail is getting F-18 nails from the rear of us, from the southwest. Watch out, other F5 cap flight. They are maybe approaching from the rear.
Understood. We're going to break away. We don't drive through the position and see the helicopter to check out 4 to 6 miles. Saber flight, you are...
I'm with you. Say again?
Try and drive with things away from the ATAC flight.
Scout the perimeter.
You're way too close to the land. Look how far the barriers are gone out. We're heading right round.
I'm turning on enemy F-18 towards southwest. Like the fuck up, engage.
Sonic,
Yes, Sonic speaking.
Alright, 3 bogies coming in high from the south, turning onto their tail. Super bandits. Great, bandits coming in to the valley from your 6 o'clock.
Sonic, try and secure the...
Hold on, I can't hear you just yet.
The A-10s have F-18 within critical range. Tally on 1 splat. Roger, going to the 2nd. Fox 2.
Don't be on the cut. Don't do it. Sonic, turn to 180, prepare to engage hostile.
Roger, 180.
This is GCI, I am blind, you guys are on.
Sherman is loaded for the bandit. Get him the turn with 1 bandit. Right, I'm with him. The rest of you focus on defending the A-10s. I'll keep you pretty.
12 high, on my nose, F-18.
Right, everyone except Squirtle.
Sherman, hot flare right now, Sherman.
Flare out.
Fox 2.
Last man bearing, he's still flying. Smoking. Right.
I'm on him.
Roger that. I see you guys, I'm coming in, reinforce. No, Signore, defend the A-10s. Roger that, going to defend.
Oh, okay, Fox 2. Missile's gone, miss. Turn flight with an F-18, I'm in trouble.
Hang on, I'm with you. I'm gonna go high.
Get him. My engines are powerful enough. He's still fully good on the engine.
Right, roger that. Break the circle.
I have the shot. He's getting
position here on my rear. He's coming after me now. I think he might be trying to keep up with me. Sherman, are you in a left turn now? Yes, non-smoking well. I'm going to try and beat him behind the mountain to see if I can dump fuel. He's still turning? I have to turn back? Yeah, yes. You know what, I've got him. Did we just have another F-15 show up to the fight? No, that's me. I thought I was following her. I'm going for 6. Yeah, now he's after me. Fox out. Right, the rest of you need to get back to the A-10s. We're spending too many resources on one fighter.
Safer flight, this is GCI. I'm using every dirty trick in the book to keep tabs on the A-10. They don't have any immediate threat at this time, but it worked.
Ah, crap.
Second flight status. Our MiGs are gone. Not the MiGs, the other F5s.
Yeah, your MiGs are gone.
That's what I was afraid of. The problem is, whatever the MiG shot down the MiGs is probably going to end up tailing the strikers. Copy. Notice, didn't you guys kill him? Sort of. One of them was on fire, but he was still burning away, so I just let him go. Too damaged to do that. I had the shot, and my selector was on this one. Yeah, awful. This is why I wanted people to be with the escorts. The 2 F5s could have handled them, I think.
Yeah, I know, you're absolutely right. That's what makes it worse. I mean, not that you're right, but that I fucked up. That's what I'm saying, that I doubly fucked up.
Right, I believe I've regrouped with the rear loss. Yeah, Sherman, I'm hauling ass without burning. I don't want to waste fuel. Yeah, roger. I've done the same. Remember to keep your nose cold, though. Hone in on your RWR signal.
It's ridiculous, man. That one F-18, I hit him with a missile and gunned his
with an F5 flight protecting.
Lucky bitch. I killed one. It doesn't sound like I killed him, but...
As long as you take them out of the fight, that's all I really care about.
Yeah, that's what happened. So I broke off. He was on fire.
leaking fuel, so I just left them.
Ironically enough, that's probably the better result given red respawns.
Yeah. Exactly.
To back off.
Yep.
Riddle spike! That's what I was afraid of. Let's go.
Saber flight, the lead agents are spike top. Our spike car, be advised, Sherman, they're out of 048, Squirrel,
yes, we're now. 052 We're getting here as fast as possible. Be aware of rear elements trying to ambush us.
Yeah, I'm checking back pretty often. I don't see anything yet. I'm pretty behind you.
In hot to piss off some hornets.
How'd you get?
In hot to piss off some hornets.
Sherman, this is Metal. Be advised, I just checked the A-10s again. They don't appear to have any hostiles near them, but keep on your toes. Squirtle, keep heading north, and you should be able to join up.
Dragonfly lost just one person to F-18, currently trying to find F-18.
I'm monitoring you guys.
I'm worried about the southern flank of Cap and this A-10 to your east.
Okay, I can only, unless there's something going on that you know that I can't really change.
Stay on their six. Good idea, Signore.
We're going to the south of Cap and this Joyce guy. There's hornets down there. There's hornets down there. I'm heading. Let me see if I can put a marker. Tail off to my stick. Tail and Salam found people near them, so watch Cap 6. Alright, I'll try to find them. Let me see what the...
Nope. Bad pickles.
Okay, turn north, Sherman. This is Sherman Crash.
Those guys 18 on 6.
Go protect. Turn northwest. All factory.
Squirrel, be advised, you are currently by yourself. The A-10s have hostiles at 316 for 13 from you. As possible.
312, Squirrel.
316 for 13.
Are they on their A-10? They're 11 miles north, but I can't tell. I'm not on that.
Cap, this is heavy. Be advised. I ordered Joyce to make a note. You got shooting.
Visual friend coming on your right.
Those are friendlies on your right.
Alright, Joyce, go ahead and turn back to 302 and engage the target. Stagger, you're dropping back to be able to get some more bombs up.
Squirrel, the A-10s are to the left. You want to protect them to the left.
Roger, I'm just trying to mask myself because that's all I've got.
Yeah, that is bomb manageable.
Squirrel, there's a hornet. So he's right there, man. Squirrel!
Oh shit! What's happening in?
Fuck, I lost sight on the merge. Oh, I see him.
Alright. Tail, full hull. Captain target.
Fucking Hornet. This Hornet just fuck. Someone's about to die.
Squirt will shoot at him. Get the panic. Squirtle, fire a burst at him.
Dude, I can't catch this motherfucker.
Squirtle, just cause him to panic. Just get his attention. Squirtle, just get his attention.
No, I'm gonna kill this guy. Getting his attention's not gonna do anything.
Getting his attention will Real Shack, multiple targets.
What the fuck? Get this guy out the plane.
Have some time to get out.
I'm trying to get him right now.
Is the target destroyed? It looks destroyed. Multiple targets down, Yeah. Joyce, continue.
Nice shot.
Riddle recommitting. Riddle gonna BDA. It looks hit. Target is hit. Very hit. Target's down. Factory destroyed. Alright, excellent. Climb.
Squirted. Fuck. Oh, wait. Oh, damn, taste that one. I think that guy's spawned out of the sky right now, I can't tell.
Okay, strike is this RCB. Bomb. Climb and pull over. He doesn't have much control. He's ejected.
I'm merged again, fuck me.
Yeah, I think we're good. Everyone, as fast as you can.
I'm merged again. No, this is an F-18, right? This guy right in front of me, this is fucking F-18. Yeah, you're right. They're right. No, he's going after all the ground pounders.
Get him off the ground pounders, even if you need to take a passing shot at him.
I just foxed.
Barrel roll.
Fuck, he jinked me. What? Tail.
Nice shot. Nice save, Tail.
That was a beautiful shot.
F-18 destroyed.
Who's that on my nose? That's him.
It failed.
Okay, GCI, are you here? Squirrel's gonna RTV.
Affirmative. Slalom be advised that it's Slalom. Good kill. Alright, cleared off multiple comms. Go for GCI.
Where is this guy? I just saw Fox. I see one on my 12. Have anybody watching me? Yeah, Squirtle, I'm checking it out. No, he looks like an F5.
Metal, cap request on. Metal, cap request on.
Complete, you're about to be.
Understood, Cap, I'm gonna talk to you on multi-class.
Right, you're safe.
Make sure you're on north of the A-10s. Cover the A-10s as best you can. Cap, this is Metal, what's... Cap, this is Metal, what's right. Freak? Make sure you're north of the A-10. Reaper.
Okay, A-10.
The hell is going on? Alright guys, here you go. Alright guys, I guess I'm gonna have to go. For some reason I'm having issues.